This is going a little bit old school today. This is a box of Topps Bazooka from back in 2004. So we're looking at a box that's over a decade old. And this particular one I actually got for Christmas. It is unopened, still sealed in the original Topps plastic wrapper. And the box promises 24 packs with 8 cards per pack. And you're also supposed to get 3 relics per box. Along with a bunch of other inserts like some stickers and stand-up cards and tattoos and some other things. So I'm going to rip this, and I'll have a pack-by-pack breakdown posted to my blog eventually. But I want to rip it on video just so those that are into some of these older box breaks could see exactly what you get. So when you open up the box, so you have all the packs there, and I love when boxes come with checklists, especially ones that are actually meant to be used. A checklist, because this is just a piece of paper folded once with all of the various cards and inserts and everything else that's in the set. So I really like that. I think all boxes should come with a checklist. I like that. Alright, so we've got a lot of packs to go through. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the packs out. This is a hobby box. I don't think I mentioned that yet. This is a hobby box, so I think the retail boxes, you can only get 1 relic per box. And there actually are some decent names for the relics. In this set, there are some Hall of Famers and whatnot, so hopefully maybe we'll get one. Every pack comes with a piece of Bazooka chewing gum. I remember when Topps started putting gum in their packs again, so like in the early mid-2000s, that there was one brand, I think it was Heritage, had gum that was edible for like 30 seconds, but that was it. I have no idea if this was edible at the time. I'm pretty sure 10 years later it's not edible now, so I'm not going to try it. But I will end up with 24 pieces of not edible gum. Alright, so the basic card design is clean, simple. This one happens to be a Craig Ansman catcher for the for the Diamondbacks, first year card. He never became much of anything, I don't think. I've never heard of him. But it's still a nice card. And then if you look at the card backs, it's probably a little bit hard to make out on my camera there, but you get the card number, you get the stat line, and you get a nice brief bio there. It's all pretty easy to read, clean, like I said, pretty nice. Alright, so we've got some players I don't know anything about. This is Anthony LaRue. That was a Brave. And let's see what else we have. We have Brian Giles. We have our first tattoo. This one is let's see here. See, now this is the problem. When it's old, 2004, I have to think who was a pitcher the Phillies would have had in 2004, because there's not a name on here. Don't know. My brain is not working. We've got a red chunk card, and you can see it's a bit thicker than a normal card. This one of Brian Pena. And a mini card. Every pack, I believe every pack comes with a mini card as well. This one, Kevin Millar for the Red Sox. And just to hold up to the next base card, which is Austin Kearns, you can see that the mini cards are slightly smaller. Not Allen and Ginter small, but a little bit smaller, enough to be mini. And then, of course, the back on the minis is the old school cardboard, whereas this is the more glossy white cardboard. And our final card in the first pack, Ramon Hernandez, at this point was a Padre. So it's a simple set. It's not flashy. There's no foil. But honestly, I like the fact that there's no foil. It's one of the draws to the set, if you ask me. So I'm going to keep opening these up here. Our next pack, Benito Santiago for the Royals, Ben Sheets for the Brewers, Aramis Ramirez rather, for the Cubs. Vincent Padilla for the Phillies. We have our first relic. This is for the Yankees here. This would be Jason Giambi. Relic card. And Giambi just retired this year, so I guess that's something. The back says, congratulations, you just received an authentic Bazooka Adventures game-worn jersey card of Jason Giambi. So it doesn't tell you when it was or what game or anything like that. It's a plain gray swatch. Pretty small, actually, but not bad. I feel like I get a lot of Yankee hits, so not the most exciting to me as a Reds collector, but what do you do? Jeffrey Allison for the Marlins. There should be two more still. Adrian Beltre for the Dodgers, and Bartolo Colon for the Angels. So we hit one. Get these things organized. We hit one relic pretty much right away. Second pack in, but with two more hopefully lurking somewhere in here. Yeah, some of these old packs just don't open up as nicely as they probably once did. Alright, so more chewing gum. Corey Koski, Twins. Cliff Lee, or just a youngster at that point for the Indians. Brian Lawrence for the Padres. We have a Brad Wilkerson comic strip card. It's kind of, I don't know if you can see, it's just slightly, it's opaque. You can kind of sort of see through it. Kelvin Escobar for the Angels. Jeff Jenkins mini for the Brewers. Tom Glavine for the Mets. And our final card is a Jermaine Dye. Cropped a little weird, but a cool action shot. Seems like they should have just moved the action over just a little bit. But still, a nice card. These mid-2000 Bazooka sets always reminded me in some ways of the 90s, the late 90s Collector's Choice sets that Upper Deck used to do, in that they were clearly marketed towards kids. There was some interesting photography, and lots of inserts, but very low-tech inserts. Nothing overly fancy. So starting this pack, we have Randy Wolf for the Phillies, Brandon Webb for the Diamondbacks, Zach Greinke for the Royals, and we have our first sticker card. And the stickers this year were actually 4-in-1s, so you get 4 mini stickers in one. This one being Gagne, Crawford, Finley, and Guillen. Dodgers, Rays, Angels, Diamondbacks. So it's 4 teams on a sticker, which always bugs me as a team collector. I'd rather have one sticker with 4 reds on it than 4 separate stickers with 1 red each, but what do you do? This is the red chunk card. Anthony LaRue for the Braves. Kenny Lofton, mini. Moises Alou, and Miguel Cabrera, white one for the Marlins. That's probably one of the better cards in the set, I think. At least for the base cards. Topps Bazooka has 0 autographs. There's none. So if you're an autograph collector, this set's not for you. But that also keeps the cost down, I guess. Jesse Roman, Padres. Marcus McBeth, who is, it would appear, posing in front of the Canadian Wilderness, perhaps. Matthew Moses, another tattoo, this time for the Yankees. Mark Teixeira, red chunk card. Anthony Acevedo for the Astros, that's a mini. Shane Hillebrand and Cliff Floyd finishing off that particular pack. So we're almost a quarter of the way through the box. I put the cards back in the wrappers, sort of, so that I can keep the packs organized. Because I'll do a pack-by-pack breakdown on my blog, and that way I can remember or keep track of what came in what pack. So if you want to be able to see more detailed views of some of these cards, I'll include scans and whatnot. Just be sure to check out my blog. It's Nachos Grande. You can find that at fanofreds.blogspot.com. So this is pack number 8, I believe. This is Tim Salmon, Tim Redding, Sidney Ponson. Our first pop-up card is of Jim Thome for the Phillies. These are pretty old school looking. I like those. Livan Hernandez is our red chunk. Mike Hampton for the Braves here is our mini. And our last two, Hank Blaylock and Casey Blake. Finish off those two. Alright, so 1/4 of the box is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, pack 6. I think it's an 8 by accident. It's pack 6. I can't do math. 8 will be 1/3 of the box. Alright, Carlos Delgado, Tim Stuffer. I don't know whatever happened to him. Rodney Choi Fu. Never heard of him. We have another tattoo. This one appears to be for the Orioles. Bo Hart. Cardinals gold chunk, or red chunk. The red chunks look good for the Cardinals. Border looks nice, matches. Joe Mays mini. Luis Gonzalez, and Nomar Garcia-Parra for the Red Sox. Alright. This is pack number 8. And we start this one off with a Brave. Russ Ortiz, Roy Oswalt. I was glad when he finally left the Reds division. He seemed to kill the Reds every single time. Richie Sexton. We have another pop-up. Ivan Rodriguez for the Marlins. It's actually blue and red. I think that should have been teal to match the Marlins a bit better. Let's see. The pop-ups are. Let's see here. Does it say? The pop-up, the stand-ups they call them. They're 1 and 8. So you should get 3 in a box. The comics are 1 and 4, so we should get 6 of those. The 4-1 stickers are 1 and 4. We should get 6 of those. And the tattoos are 1 and 4, so we should get 6 of those. And then the various relics are inserted at different rates, but I'd have to look up the names and see which group they're in. So I'll try to do that for the blog post, but I won't for the video because it'll take too long. Alright, so nothing else really exciting there. The stand-up was the sort of hit of that pack. I do like that each pack seems to have something in it. Some kind of insert. Plus you get a mini card. Plus you get a big chunky red card. So you kind of feel like you're getting something cool in every pack. Mike Lieberthal, Melvin Mora, Matt Morris, a comic for Roger the Rocket Clemens, Mike Sweeney Chunk, Livan Hernandez Mini, Cesar Izturis with a great photo for the Dodgers. I like that one a lot. And Jerry Hairston Jr., a nice fielding shot, one that you don't see a lot. Quite that view, but it's obviously a common play in baseball. Fielding, taking the throw, getting ready to turn to a play, perhaps. Alright. More bubblegum. Ty Wigginton. Jack Wilson, doing what appears to be a very unsuccessful bunt. Felix P.A. We have another sticker. This time it's Yankees, Marlins, Marlins, Yankees. Bernie Williams, Juan Pierre, Josh Beckett, Mike Mussina. So we've got 2 teams rather than 4 this time. Still a weird pairing. Darren Erstad, red chunk. Looks good for the Angels as well. Jeff Kent Mini, Jose Cruz, and Sean Burrows for the last 2. I think for me this box is a success just because it's fun to open. But if I pull a relic of a retired player, I think that would really set it over the top for me. So we'll see. Matt Creighton, Mike Gosling, Chipper Jones, another tattoo. This is just a Bazooka tattoo. So that's kind of lame. Mike Piazza, chunk card. Rodney Fuchu again, this time in mini form. Orlando Hudson, nice play second base there, it looks like, and Jock Jones. Alright. So, moving along here, we're one pack away from being halfway through the box. And we start this one off with Reggie Sanders. I feel like we're not hitting a lot of reds. Ramon Ortiz, Rafael Palmeiro, Omar Vizquel. Now, I didn't know that this was even a thing in this set. This is a relic of Edgardo Alfonso, the Giants, but it's shiny. It's a foil, which I didn't know existed, and on the back, it's numbered out of 25. So it's a Bazooka Adventures. This one I will take the time to look up on video here. Bazooka Adventures. Rainbow Foil Relic Parallels 1 in 94 packs, it looks like. So there you go. Pretty rare. Numbered 4 of 25. So not a Hall of Famer, but a cool card nonetheless. Surprisingly good card, actually. Rich Harden, Mini, Carlos Delgado, Rocco Baldelli finish off that pack. So that was actually pretty cool. It was a bit of a surprise. Actually, a total surprise. I didn't know there were serial numbered cards in the set, let alone that we would actually pull one. So, cool. Alright. Brett Myers, Bill Mueller, Al Leiter. Our comic is Rafael Palmeiro. Card companies love Palmeiro, and then he went to Congress and screwed everything up, and now he's just like he doesn't even exist anymore. Craig Ansman, Chunk Jose Lima Mini, Roy Halladay for the Blue Jays, and our final one, Tim Hudson out of that pack. So we're two relics discovered. We should still have one more. Although now I can't really complain after pulling that foil one. Eric Duncan for the Yankees. Ryan Harvey. There's a red Ryan Wagner. Looks a little stoned, but it is what it is. Another sticker, Pat Burrell for the Phillies, Lance Nix for the Rangers, Cliff Floyd for the Mets, and Mike Cameron for the Mets. So this one has 3 teams on it. I don't know. Makes no sense to me. Miguel Tejada, Chunk, Albert Pujols Mini. Pretty good one there. Eric Chavez and Johnny Damon finish up that one. I guess the point of the chunks to serve as dummy cards so that you can't tell which of the 3 packs have the relic in it. Jeffrey Allison, Anthony Acevedo. There's Albert Pujols again, but in regular size form. A tattoo of Manny Ramirez, I do believe. A red chunk card of Rich Harden, Bo Hart, Cardinals, mini treatment, David Eckstein, and Todd Helton. Finish this off. I'm going to have to look. I don't think that I have maybe more than a pack or 2 of this set just in my own collection. There's a very real chance that I'll try to collect it. I'll see how close I get from this particular box. I can tell you that we have a relic in this pack. Shannon Stewart. We'll get there. Scott Rowland, Scott Podsednik, Sammy Sosa, and our relic is an old timer, so that's cool. It's a Bazooka one-liner, and his one-liner is, my parents taught me to strive to be great at one thing and to keep my eyes, ears, and mind open to everything else. And that is a one-liner said by Ron Darling, who played in the majors from 1983 to 1995, and I only know that because it's on the back of the card. So that's pretty cool. I like that. That's a nice one. I'm actually really happy. That's cool. I was hoping to get one like that. Mini of Olerud, Brett Boone, and Jeff Bagwell finish this off. So there's still 8 packs remaining. We shouldn't have any more hits, but maybe that foil one is a bonus hit. I don't know. Maybe we'll have 4. Guess the only way to know is to keep opening. Paul Canerco, Mike Mussina, Mike Full, Alfonso Soriano Comic, Vincent Padilla Red Chunk, Carlos Delgado Mini, Randy Johnson, and Jesse Fullpart finish off this pack. The set also, the base set has obviously a lot of star players and a lot of rookies who I'm not sure any of them became much of anything. But I do know that some of the cards have multiple, or have 2 versions, 2 different images, pictures on the front. So when you organize, you have to watch out for that. Aaron Hill, Victor Zambrano, Preston Wilson, a sticker of Hernandez, Kendall, Phillips, and Brzezinski, Padres, Pirates, Mets, Giants. So 3 out of the 4 catchers. Mike Piazza, Darren Erstad, Josh Beckett, and AJ Burnett. Right. That's 3/4 of the box. We have 6 packs remaining. And we begin Eric Munson, Edgar Martinez, Derek Lowe, Esteban Loaiza Comic Strip, Manny Ramirez Red Chunk, Lance Nix Mini, Mike Hampton, Darren Erstad finish that off. And again, I'll show better looks at the base cards on the blog because the camera only picks up so much. And if I try to show everyone off here, this video would take about 3 days. Casey Kochman, Chris Lubansky, Khalil Green, another sticker, this time of Jorge Posada, Jeff Mathis, Victor Martinez, Ivan Rodriguez, Angels, Yankees, Indians, Marlins. Not the same order. Tom Glavine, Red Junk, Marcus Macbeth Mini, Garrett Anderson, and Orlando Cabrera finish us off there. So we have our 3 relics. I'm wondering if that foil one counts, or sometimes when you pull a really rare one, it's actually a bonus. We'll see. Mike Piazza, Josh Labandiera, Roy Halladay, sticker of Mike Mussina, Brian Giles Red Chunk, Kazuhisa Ishii for the Dodgers Mini, Bo Hart, Livan Hernandez for the Expos. Alright, we have 1, 2, 3 packs left. Some of these just rip right open, and others are a big pain to get open. Carlos Pena, CC Sabathia, Brad Radke, another stand-up, this one of Sammy Cheatin Sosa, Mark Pryor Red Chunk, so Cubs love here, Kevin Millwood, Jeremy Bonnerman, and Frank Catalanato finished that one off. Alrighty, and 2 packs left. Our second to last pack, Denny Nagel, the penultimate one if you would prefer, David Ortiz, Damian Moss, Rafael Furcal Comic Strip, Austin Kearns, Reds finally, Red Chunk rather. One of the other years had gold chunks, that's why I keep saying that. Matthew Moses for the Twins Mini, Rich Hard and Kelvin Escobar finish us off there. And we end with 1 final pack. And that final pack holds Randy Wynn, Carlos Zambrano, a really, really, really young looking Joe Mauer, a sticker, Ellis Burks, Livan Hernandez, Derek Lowe, Kazuhisa Ishii, Indians, Expos, Red Sox, Dodgers, a red chunk parallel Jose Guillen, which means we only get the 3 relics, which is fine, that's what we were promised, Jody Garrett Mini, Mark Burley, and we end with Craig Biggio. So that's the box. That's a 2004 Topps Bazooka. After I get these sorted and collated and organized, I invite you to check back on the blog, or if you're viewing this later on, check my blog, go to the archives. I'll have a full breakdown of exactly what we got, including duplicates and how close to the full set we got. According to the checklist, the base set is 300 cards, the last 30 of which are first-year players. Glancing over those names quickly, there is Yadier Molina in there. I don't remember saying his name. See if there's anyone else that... Carlos Quentin, Diana Navarro. There's a few people that lasted, but not a lot. Not a lot there. So, anyways, that's the set. That's the box. And I'll collate this. I'll organize stuff, and I invite you to check back. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching.